Recently, I've been watching every dollar, and somehow that morning bite sets the tone for the rest of my day. When I grab breakfast from the McDonald's under $3 McValue menu, I'm not just saving money. I'm starting smart. Freshly toasted sausage biscuit, any size iced coffee for just $2.69. Great mornings shouldn't cost more. They should just feel like they do. The under $3 McValue menu brings real value with smart savings, loads of flavor, and all my breakfast faves. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. First of all, we are under a freeze watch that will be in effect from late Saturday night through Sunday morning. Now, we also had some frost this morning, so just keep that in mind if you've still got some tender plants out. Our forecast for today is sunny skies with a high temperature near 62 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 6 to 9 miles per hour. Then tonight we do have a 20% chance of rain after midnight with increasing clouds and low temperature around 39 degrees. We'll have a light and variable wind that will become westerly around 6 miles per hour after midnight tonight. Tomorrow we will continue to have a 20% chance of rainfall with mostly cloudy skies and high near 53. Calm winds will become northwesterly 5 to 8 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. And early tomorrow morning we could have wind chill as low as 37 degrees. Tomorrow night's widespread frost, mainly after 2 a.m. Otherwise, Saturday night will be mostly clear with low around 28. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour, becoming calm during Saturday evening. Then Sunday, widespread frost, mainly before 9 a.m. Otherwise, Sunday will be sunny with a high temperature near 53 degrees. Calm winds will become northerly around 5 miles per hour during Sunday afternoon. Sunday night, patchy frost after 10 p.m. Otherwise, skies will be clear with a low around 34 degrees. Then we'll have areas of frost before 8 a.m. on Monday. Otherwise, we'll be sunny Monday with a high temperature near 64 degrees. We expect patchy frost after 5 a.m. Monday night. Otherwise, we'll be mostly clear with a low around 36 degrees. Then Tuesday, patchy frost before 8 a.m. The day will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Tuesday night, we expect partly cloudy skies, low around 46. Then Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 71. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with a low temperature around 42 degrees. And Thursday should be sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Turn on the TV, radio, or scroll through your phone for 5 minutes, and it's hard not to feel like basic decency has gone out the window. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It feels like shouting has replaced listening, and people don't just disagree anymore, they attack. Words like idiot, fool, and worse are tossed around casually, even between family, friends, and neighbors. It's exhausting, it's heartbreaking, and honestly, it's a little scary. What happened to respect? What happened to thoughtful discussion or simply agreeing to disagree? Somewhere along the line, we stopped holding ourselves and each other to a higher standard. I'm not saying everything used to be perfect, but now it feels like we've normalized behavior that would have once been unthinkable in public. The line between honesty and cruelty, between truth and spin, is blurrier than ever. And don't get me started on the media. Would it really be so hard to offer a balanced view once in a while? Truth is, we didn't get here overnight. These aren't just someone else's problems. We've all contributed in one way or another. But I still believe there's hope. I love this country. I believe in its people, and I believe that future generations can and will learn from our missteps, reclaim what we've lost, and move us toward something better. It is not too late to turn things around. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
I used to think food just came from the store, but now I know it starts on a farm. I'm Maya, and I'm in the 3rd grade. This year, I got to be a part of Agriculture Education on the Move, where we learned about crops, animals, and all the work farmers do every day. I was surprised by how many things I use every day that come from agriculture. Ag Ed on the Move helps students like me all across Missouri learn about agriculture in fun, hands-on ways. We even practice math, science, and reading during these lessons, which my teacher really likes. Support agricultural education by partnering with Missouri Farmers Care to bring ag education on the move to your school. Because when we understand where our food comes from, we grow up grateful. Who knows? Maybe I may become a farmer. Learn more at agmoves.com. Agriculture education.
TownScreen is one of the most affordable ways to advertise your special event, business, yard sale, or even send congratulations to someone for as low as $15 per week. With 21 locations in the Salem market and 16 more in the Houston market, TownScreen also gives added value to their users by offering free ad service to the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the TownScreen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
What's up, y'all? It's Fitz from the Country Top 40. And if you missed us last weekend, Morgan Wallen was sitting on top again with I Got Better. But here is the question. Can he hold that crown another week, or do we have a brand new champion ready to take over the most valuable real estate in country music? I'll see you this weekend for the Halloween hangover edition of CT40 on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Direct cash cattle trade was quiet and cash hogs were lower. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. There was another light round of direct cash cattle trade on Thursday. Southern live deals are marked at $235, $3 to $4 lower than the previous week's weighted averages. Dress deals in the north were at $360. That's $9 lower than the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. There's just been some light trade that's been reported, so more business is expected. At the winter livestock market in Kansas, steers and heifers weighing more than 700 pounds were not well compared. The USDA says there were larger lots of reputation vaccinated steers and heifers weighing less than 700 pounds, all of which sold steady to weak. Some smaller lots were sharply lower. Medium and large one feeder steers, 603 to 635 pounds, brought $378 to $392. Feeder steers, 909 to 926 pounds, brought $330 to $332.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 560 to 598 pounds, brought $324 to $346. Box beef closed sharply lower with light demand for light off-range. Choice down $311 at $378.27. Select was $227 lower at $359.52. Estimated cattle slaughter was 114,000 head, down 5,000 on the week and down more than 6,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed lower with a light negotiated run. The cash hog market has struggled to find support for the bulk of the week. There's uncertainty as global demand remains the big unknown factor. However, domestic demand is likely finding some support as pork remains a competitively priced protein in the retail space, and the industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, which have been on the rise. Farrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct closed 79 cents lower with a weighted average of 84.74. The Iowa Minnesota was down 2.54 with a weighted average of 84.12, and the Western Corn Belt down $1.20 with a weighted average of 84.71. Pork values were firm, up 4 cents at $100.28. Ribs and bellies were sharply higher, and estimated hog slaughter was 483,000 head, up 7,000 on the weekend, down more than 3,500 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were mixed, waiting on widespread direct business, and lean hog futures were mostly lower on spread trade with ongoing uncertainties surrounding demand. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Hey Missouri, this is Brian Edwards, your local Channel Seed Pro from a Channel Seed brand. Channel Seed Pros like me always show up for our farmers come harvest time, so it's no surprise that some impressive performances are showing up too. Regional conditions play a huge role in performance, and this season has had a few like above average temperatures and below normal precipitation. Despite these challenges, Channel products have shown industry-leading yield performance combined with strong agronomics to handle even the toughest of conditions, ultimately leading to higher farm revenues and more peace of mind. We've seen great performance from Channel products, outstanding performance for those acres when the going gets tough. Visit channel.com/yield to see the harvest results showing up in your neck of the woods and how much you could be yielding. Read and follow pesticide.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements and being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Seraphina Alice Hedrick of Viburnum passed away October 29th at the age of 72 years. Funeral services for Seraphina Hedrick will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Wilson Mortuary, Viburnum Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Seraphina Hedrick will also be on Saturday from 10 in the morning till service time at 11 o'clock. Burial will be in the Upper Indian Creek Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to Stonecrest Healthcare for the Activities Department. Envelopes are available, and all arrangements for Seraphina Alice Hedrick of Viburnum are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum. Margaret Elaine Heithold, age 89, passed away October 29th in Licking, Missouri. Funeral services for Margaret Heithold will take place Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. Visitation for family and friends of Margaret Heithold will be Saturday evening from 6 to 8 at the funeral home. Burial will be in the Concord Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Show Me Christian Youth Home, and all arrangements for Margaret Elaine Heithold of Licking are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. Martha Jean Connell Click of Salem passed away Thursday, October 30th at the age of 76 years. Funeral services for Martha Click will be Monday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Martha Click will also be Monday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Green Forest Cemetery. And all arrangements for Martha Jean Connell Click of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Junior Halbert of Davisville passed away Wednesday, October 29th, at the age of 86 years. Celebration of life for Junior Halbert will be Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends of Junior Halbert will also be on Tuesday from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. And all arrangements for Junior Halbert of Davisville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. William Lawrence Floyd passed away October 29th at the age of 83. Funeral services for William Bill Lawrence Floyd of O'Fallon will be Monday at 2 o'clock at the Newcomer Funeral Home in St. Peters. Visitation will also be on Monday from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. Then on Tuesday, visitation will be held from 12 noon until service time at 2. The Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with graveside services to follow in the Dry Fork Cemetery. And all arrangements for William Lawrence Floyd of O'Fallon are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Chris Allen Richardson of Salem passed away Monday, October 27th at the age of 46 years. Funeral services for Chris Richardson will be Wednesday at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Chris Richardson will be Tuesday evening from 5 until 7 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Chris Allen Richardson of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jonathan Allen Ryan of Bismarck passed away Sunday, October 26th, at the age of 41 years. The family will announce a celebration of life at a later date, and a private burial will be in the Morrison Cemetery. And all arrangements for Jonathan Allen Ryan of Bismarck are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. And the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. According to the Salem Police Department, on October 29th of this year, patrolman number 114 and number 113 of the Salem Police Department were conducting a routine patrol in the 100 block of West 4th Street when they observed a vehicle appearing to evade law enforcement. Patrolman 114 activated emergency equipment in an attempt to initiate a traffic stop. The driver failed to yield and accelerated, prompting a vehicle pursuit. Officers 114, 113, 115, and 105 pursued the vehicle until it came to a stop at the 1200 block of South Washington Street. A felony stop was initiated, during which the driver initially resisted arrest but was ultimately taken into custody without further incident. The Dent County Sheriff's Office and its K-9 unit provided assistance. K-9 Mid was deployed and gave a positive alert indicating the presence of narcotics. A subsequent search of the vehicle revealed 2 separate bags containing substances that field tested positive for methamphetamine. As a result of the investigation, one suspect, identified as Rachel Stark, was arrested and transported to the Dent County Jail. A probable cause statement was submitted to the Dent County Prosecutor's Office, which subsequently filed a felony complaint in the Circuit Court of Dent County. The Honorable Judge Kelsaw issued a $5,000 cash or surety bond warrant for the following charges: possession of a controlled substance and failure to yield to emergency vehicle. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. At the Dent County Commission meeting Thursday morning, Grant Wilson from the Representative Jason Smith's Rolla office congratulated the county and city as well as Healthy Dent County for hosting a very successful MRPC annual awards banquet last Thursday. He also stated Congressman Smith wrote a very direct letter to President Trump against the importation of beef from Argentina. He stressed more pasture land needs to be opened up and used to increase beef production. District 1 Commissioner Keith Green asked Wilson about the FEMA funding the county was expecting to receive from the flood damage. He was wondering with the shutdown if that money is still coming this year, or where does Dent County stand in the way of being reimbursed. Wilson will check on that. Wilson also said that Jason Smith's Rolla office is open at 803A South Bishop, and the phone number is 573-364-2455. In the road reports, Green said brush is still being cut on Dent County Road 5530 in District 1, and riprap is going to be added to County Road 6010 to secure the road side to keep it from collapsing where a tree fell off the road edge. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said workers will be adding rock and grading Dent County Road 2070, which was expected to be reopened Thursday. Williams stated only grading was being done on County Roads 2403, 30, 50, and 5225. He stated brush is being cut on County Road 2120. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said the MRPC is asking for people to take a one-on-one interview on farming, weather, and their well-being. People who do the interview will be compensated with a $40 gift card. If you're interested, contact Bill McKelvey, the Program Project Support Coordinator of the Senior Community Development Program for the University of Missouri Extension at 573-882-4973. The next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen held their regular meeting, I believe it was Tuesday evening, in the auditorium located at 202 North Washington Street. After approving the agenda and consent agenda, Mayor Greg Parker gave a speech on the 10th anniversary of the Heroes Marathon and presented them with an official proclamation from the City of Salem. Orrin Pogue, a representative with MRPC, gave a presentation for an active transportation planning project proposing a 15.8 bicycle network for the city. The board appointed Linda Maxwell to the Salem Public Library's Board of Trustees. The board heard 2 petitions for annexation and set the public hearing for Thursday, November 13th, the next regular meeting. 2 bids were approved, a bid from Trojan Technologies in the amount of $13,976.12 for UV products to keep the wastewater treatment plant operational. There is a $15,000 budgeted in the WWTP equipment maintenance budget year for UV necessities, leaving $1,023.88. The other bid was from Fire Hydrant Services and Repair in the amount of $9,750 to finalize maintenance on 60 fire hydrants across the city of Salem. These funds will be paid out of the fire hydrant maintenance and rebuild contract, which has $15,000 budgeted. Under new and miscellaneous business, the board approved a list of state and federal legislative priorities for 2026. They heard a request for utilities outside city limits requested by Nancy Major, who is asking for utility services for a tiny house on the corner of her property that will be used for a bakery. The structure is on the only portion of her property that is not considered part of the city limits. Major explained that she was approached by a city utility representative sometime in the past asking for permission to install the storm siren on her property in exchange for an easement that would allow her to use city utilities without having to annex voluntarily. She stated the siren was installed. However, the easement was never completed, and unfortunately there's no record of this verbal agreement. The aldermen decided to table this issue until they were able to speak with legal counsel or proof can be provided of the verbal agreement between Major and utility representatives. The board approved resolution number 24-2025, an intergovernmental agreement between Dent County and the City of Salem for $25,000 in support of the county's sidewalk and lighting improvement project around the courthouse. Updates to the city's utility identity theft policy, resolution number 26-2025, allowing the City of Salem to participate in the CGI Digital Street Banner Program that will provide 25 commemorative banners featuring Happy 250th Birthday America, along with the city's branding to be displayed around town. A supplemental agreement, number 2, was also approved for the electrical service that Intercounty Electric Cooperative did to service the new T-Hangar. This will be additional revenue to the airport fund. For this project, it was unknown if there would be funds to cover the electrical services. The city will be submitting a request for reimbursement for $3,788 since there is grant funding available for these services. The Board of Aldermen also approved a capital improvement update for the airport. After reports from city officials, the meeting adjourned to executive session for attorney-client privileges. The next Board of Aldermen meeting will be Thursday, November 13th in the auditorium due to the November 11th being a holiday. Healthy Dent County will be having their 7th annual Casino Night fundraiser Saturday, November 1st at the Salem Community Center at the Armory with a red carpet glamour theme. If guests dress to match the theme, they'll receive an additional $1,000 in gaming money when they arrive. Doors will open Saturday evening at 5:30 with the gaming beginning at 6:30 and lasting until 9 o'clock. The event features game tables, which will be like the ones you will find in a real casino, as well as a number of professional dealers to run the games. Traditional games such as craps, roulette, and blackjack are available, alongside a cash bar. An additional blackjack table has been added, and also new this year, reservations are available. Eliminate the hassle of arriving early to grab a table. Now you can reserve a table for you and your friends for just $100. Returning this year will be the simulated horse races provided by KSMO Media throughout the evening. The winners of these races will receive special tickets for a drawing to win a stay at the Crown Lake Resort in Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas, featuring a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo with full kitchen for Monday, July 6th through Saturday, July 11th. At the end of the evening, prizes will be drawn, including a $300 Walmart gift card, virtual reality MetaQuest, wood barrel, wave vibration plate, bookshelf, 3-piece lounge chair set, customized name log, Fulton chair bed combination, king-size quilt, a vacuum, Stevens 243 rifle furniture, 55-inch TV, propane gift certificate, Missouri State Park map, charcoal, and more. Event ticket holders will receive $10,000 in gaming money to play the casino games of their choice throughout the evening. At the end of the evening, prizes will be drawn after exchanging gaming money for tickets. The event would not be possible without many local businesses sponsoring the event, with American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer being the main event sponsor. Casino night tickets are still available to Salem Community Center at the Armory at 1200 West Rolla Road. And if you'd like more information, call them at 573-729-8163. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, you can contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Halloween doesn't have to be scary when you get a bag of Albany's World's Best Gummies. The gummy with the A on the tummy. Albany's World's Best Gummies. They're available at most major retailers.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Tigers will begin district play tonight by hosting the Buffalo Bison at Bill Shugart Stadium. The Tigers into the game with a stingier defense that allows fewer points than the Bison. However, Buffalo averages more points per game. Postseason games are regulated directly by MSHA, so there will be some changes. Tickets will be $6 at the gate for everyone 6 years of age and older, and you'll not be able to use any free pass programs. KSMO Media will be broadcasting a live video stream, but is required to be behind the MSHA.TV paywall. KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM will be broadcasting the game live on the radio and on audio-only stream on their YouTube and Facebook pages. And by the way, Tiger Talk with Coach Myers and Stan Stevens should be beginning around 6:30 with kickoff at 7 p.m. The Blues hosted the Vancouver Canucks in the Enterprise Center last night and fell in an overtime shootout 4-3. Next up for the Blues is a trip to Columbus where they'll face off with the Blue Jackets tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Listen to this game live on KSMO Radio and the pregame coverage starting at 5:30 and the puck drops at 6 o'clock. The 5-3 Kansas City Chiefs will be in Buffalo to take on the 5-2 Bills this Sunday. Kickoff is scheduled for 3:25 in the afternoon. CBS will be broadcasting the game. There are several streaming providers also covering the game. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Things are pretty rough right now for the St. Louis Blues. An embarrassing moment for team captain Braden Shen.
And he'll come in off the right. Lost the puck and it's into the corner.
Yeah, Shen had the puck in the shootout, just lost control of it. Vancouver scored on their next attempt, and the Blues lose 4-3, getting a point against an injury-riddled Canucks team that the Blues outshot 39-18. Jim Montgomery agrees that's a game they needed to win.
I got to think that there's 6 to 7 chances that should have been in the back of the net.
The Blues are just 1-4-2 at home. The Chiefs will be without first-round pick Josh Simmons at left tackle, and owner Clark Hunt said he was confident Simmons would return to the team at some point this season. The absence has been called a private family matter, and it'll be free agent veteran Jalen Moore back at left tackle in Buffalo. And with Simmons out, the Chiefs have put up their biggest point totals in the last 3 games, 30, 31, and 28. And now Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs get ready for this big game against the Bills.
There's a lot of great football players that we're going up against, and we know it's to take our best football. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from this rivalry is that it's going to be one play here or there that's going to change the outcome. You have to go out there and make it.
Game 6 of the World Series tonight in Toronto, and some postseason recognition for a former Missouri State Bears catcher. Drake Baldwin was voted by his fellow players as the National League Outstanding Rookie. Baldwin was Atlanta's opening day starter and appeared in 124 games with the Braves, batting .274 with 19 home runs and 80 RBIs. Missouri wrestling legend Ben Askren has been announced to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2026. Askren was a 2-time national champion at Mizzou and underwent a double lung transplant in June after being diagnosed with a rare and severe version of a type of pneumonia that destroys the lungs. He's at home recovering. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Ever lose your keys? Is that normal aging, dementia, or something else? Fear often stops us from asking for a simple checkup from the neck up. Knowing your numbers, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol are common, but your cognitive numbers are also important. Request our free guide. It's filled with tips for better brain health, facts about dementia, and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
Many Americans have missed regular dental care in the past few years. It's important to see a dentist twice a year to identify any problems early. Taking care of your oral health helps overall health. Brushing at least twice a day with fluoride toothpaste and flossing daily can help prevent oral health problems. For more information, visit hrsa.gov/oral-health.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
What's up? It's Fitz from the Country Top 40, and I would love for you to hang out with me for the Halloween hangover edition of the Country Top 40 Countdown. We have the hottest songs, the biggest stories, and that all-important question, who's sitting at number one this weekend? I'll see you for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for a look at news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned as I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. State health officials are urging residents to steer clear of a supplement sold in gummies and tablets. They say 7-OH or 7-hydroxy is unregulated and untested and up to 13 times more potent than morphine. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says neighborhoods could be busier this Halloween night because it's the start of the weekend. Lieutenant Eric Brown of the State Patrol says drivers need to be extra careful.
Makes it a lot easier for children to go out and participate in these events, maybe attend extra events or parties, piece them out a little bit later.
A Southwest Missouri man is facing charges after police say he led officers on a 140-mile-per-hour chase. It ended with a blown tire in Newton County, Missouri. The 19-year-old driver faces multiple charges, including DWI and child endangerment, because there was a juvenile in the vehicle. The Missouri cold weather rule goes into effect tomorrow. It prohibits disconnections on days when temperatures are expected to dip below 32 degrees. It also offers flexible payment options. Missouri Net News.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate